All right, so here we go. We're going to do a trial run here. I've got my phone inside the unit. Now in this case, the phone that I've got inside the unit is the iPhone 5S. All right, so I'm going to turn it on, get through everything, go to the app, open it up. It's going to give me just sort of a Disney logo there. Jedi Challenges, tap to continue. Okay, I have my setup. Okay, so make sure the sound is set up right. Check. Bluetooth. Gotta make sure it's attached to the lightsaber. So I'm gonna take the lightsaber right here. Turn on the lightsaber with the button on the bottom. Light comes on. Wants me to do calibration, so I hold the lightsaber parallel to the floor and perform a figure 8 motion multiple times. Okay. I gotta place the beacon. Alright, the beacon is this little thing here. I'm gonna turn it on to the mode that I need, in this case mode 1. So now it is lit up like the end of a PlayStation Move motion controller or the PSVR. I'm going to sit it down on the floor about 1 to 2.5 meters from where I'm going to play. I'm all set on here. I've opened up the unit. I'm going to take it face down, slide it in all the way, USB cable, plugs in relatively firmly, close the flap down, put it on my head, which is an interesting feeling. Now you're going to have to, when you do this, you're going to have straps that are Velcro, back here kind of on the sides, that you're going to have to, you kind of adjust the thing and then take the Velcro straps and pull them tight. Okay, so I'm in the system. I'm going to go to, it's got like a map hovering in front of me, like right here. I'm going to go to Naboo. It's the first option you can choose. And then I see, okay, I can do the different modes. I'm going to go to, it's basically a tank over here, Dejarik piece over here, and Darth Maul in the center. I choose Maul. That brings me to the Trial of Combat for Naboo. First encounter, which is not Darth Maul yet. It's droids. I'm going to go to the Battle Droid. It's Battle Droid Maul and Droid Eka. Alright, so now I'm ready to go. Align the lightsaber with your gaze and press the activation matrix.
Now you must center yourself and your blade in the Force while holding your saber in front of you and keeping your battle stance. Press the black control button on your hilt. Very good. You're centered. The Force flows through you.
Alright, here we go. Now it's kind of weird because I can see through like a grill underneath where the actual unit is. There's a blade that appears as soon as it hits my level of sight, and I've basically got a battle droid here who's trying to shoot me, and I'm deflecting the blast back at him. Wave 2. And basically the battle droids are coming at me, and they're far enough away that they're kind of in shadow. As they get closer, and they get brighter, you can actually slash them, or you can send their blast back at them. The only tricky thing that I'm finding, whoa shit, it's right next to me, is that, cut his head off, is that because of the size of my phone, and the fact that my home button is still visible, when it's inside the thing, I'm noticing a little bit of a slight reflection to my right, or excuse me, to my left, your right. And the lightsaber is pretty much lined up. Pretty much lined up with the blade, but not necessarily exactly. I need to get the calibration figured out so I can get that worked out the way it should. And I got a battle droid coming at me who doesn't have a head or another arm. We'll come close enough, I can, there we go. And it says, victory, you've defeated your enemies, press any button on the lightsaber. And you're back. And, hey! I apparently have a text message there. So, again, it's AR. What you're seeing is basically your camera. Let me see if I can show you this here. Your camera, when it goes in, is basically facing downward, and it's being reflected onto the eyepiece screens there, as you can see, right? So there's the phone, and it's showing it almost like VR, where each side has an image. And there it is reflected, and your two eyes seeing it essentially turn it into a 3D image, more or less, that is hovering in front of you because the actual unit itself is clear. So it's projecting on that screen, but you're still able to see through what it is that it's trying to show you here. And all the while, it's tracking the movements of your lightsaber and its motion and your relative position compared to this thing that is sitting on the ground. Alright, so now what I've done is I've switched to Buddy's iPhone 6. It's a bigger screen, so the entire screen takes up the entire opening in a little thing that slides in, the little tray, so that at this point there isn't anything with a little home button or anything still visible through that hole, so there is no weird reflection in here, and everything is a little bit bigger, much more life-size. You definitely want to go with a larger screen, I would say, when doing this. Recenter everything. Come on, guys. Let's see. I'm going to choose my dude here. Again, go back to the same thing. It's going to ask me to align the lightsaber with my gaze, but this time it's actually going to work well. So I'm going to hold the lightsaber out and press the button. And now it actually looks like the blade is coming out of here. Whereas before it was just a tiny bit off because the way that a smaller phone fits in the tray, it's slightly off to one side or the other, which also misaligns the lightsaber slightly. Just so you know. And if at any point the blade looks like it's kind of crooked, you press this button here. So there's your activation button. There's your centering button. Okay? Now, again, much better this way. Looks just like my regular room right now, just with a lightsaber blade in front of it. Wave 1. Alright, Battle Droid. Deflected blast. Deflected. I got the sound off so you can kind of get a sense of this because I think it was sort of overpowering what I was saying. There, deflected and took him out because he wasn't walking forward fast enough, but the deflection took him out. Okay, wave 2, so it's the very first mission, so it's very simple. Wave 2, another battle droid. 2 of them actually. Deflected, missed him. He's close enough, chop his head off. He's close enough, chop his head off. And, whoa, there's another guy over here that I didn't even see. Killed. Killed. Deflecting blaster bolts again. Killing a battle droid. I'm going for their necks, by the way. I can go for their midsection if I want like that. And just like the lightsaber's moving in front of my face. Deflected. Oh, deflected and took off the head of his buddy. Took out a couple there. Super battle droid coming at me now, plus regular. Chop the super battle droid. 3 regular battle droids. When they're about to shoot, their blasters glow red, so you know which one to look out for. Oh, hey, that was pretty good. Deflected a lot. You defeated your enemies. Press any button on the lightsaber. Lightsaber blade goes back down. You get just a screen with a little floaty circle that's at the center of your view. It's a good way to tell because that little one was off-center, because the little dot was a little off-center as well. Okay. And I got droidicons. I can't choose Darth Maul yet, but I can choose droidicons. Hold the lightsaber out in front. Activate. Wave 1. Battle droid. And another battle droid. Just took out the one with the deflection from the other. Super battle droid in the back. 2 battle droids in front of him. Took out the head of one. That's still moving. Trying to block blast from the super battle droid here. Oh, got shot in the face in the process. Take out super battle droid's legs. Take off the head of the regular battle droid. Wave 2 begins. Block. Deflected and killed the battle droid. Deflect. Chop off a body and head. Chop off a head. Chop off a head. Recenter the lightsaber. Just luck that I didn't get killed by a super battle droid just then. Because they fire like 4 shots in a row. I don't see a life gauge for me anywhere, though. Killed super battle droid. Wave 3. Another battle droid. And this is on Naboo, so that explains why it's battle droids. I'm assuming that there are other enemies at other points in the process. And they do feel like they're fairly tall. They're pretty much life-size. I will say it is a little bit weird because they're walking towards you. Well, most of them are walking towards you. And when they do, they're walking from further away, and it's almost as if they're walking from a little bit higher than your perspective. Oh, just deflected and shot a super battle droid in the crotch and killed it. So, super battle droids got nards! Oh, and there's a droideka with a couple of battle droids. Whoa, okay, super battle droid, or droideka had a shield. My lightsaber was just stabbing into it and stabbing into it and stabbing into it. So, victory. Now I should be able to tell you what an actual duel feels like, because it should unlock Darth Maul for me. You're just selecting with the button here. You're pointing the little cursor at the center of your screen at it. There's a little holocron lady who talks you through the setup and talks you through the initial stuff. She's like the gatekeeper of the holocron, and all this stuff is meant to be happening from projections from a holocron. So as soon as she's done talking, activate your lightsaber. Yes, ma'am. Slash the orb. Do I have an orb? What orb? Oh, shit, that orb. It's like a holocron-looking thing in front of me I was supposed to hit. Again, I don't know what she's saying because I turned the sound off. That was probably a dumb idea. She's talking and she's giving me advice that I cannot hear. She looks kind of like a cross between one of the priestesses from the Yoda arc and Riven. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm... It's basically, it's lighting up and I'm slashing. I don't know if the light means it's a vulnerability or what. I guess it's showing me how to block slashes or something, or how to do a specific type of slash. Because it's giving me angles that I need to hit. Blah, 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 blah. Come on. Okay, now she's gone. Oh, nope, she just came back from the other side. I hate you. Stab you in the face. I hate you. What do you want? What do you want? Uh-oh, she just pulled a lightsaber. So I guess I'm going to practice against her first. Move your lightsaber to the yellow area. Oh, shit. So she's slashing slowly. Well, it's basically showing me how to block, is what it's doing now. So it tells me to do like a horizontal block for a type of slash that's kind of an overhand slash at me. Block over here when she's coming at me from that side. Alright, now training is over. Oh, I thought it was over. There she is again. She's pointing at me, so I'm pointing at her. And every time the lightsabers touch, there's like a purple spark. Stop talking! I can't hear you! She just saluted me or whatever and put her lightsaber away. And she apparently has double lightsabers because she's got one on the other side of her hip too. I've never seen this character before in my life, by the way. Kind of creepy looking. Ghostly white eyes. Reminds me of a cross between the Jedi priestesses and maybe Revan and perhaps Spider-Gwen. You've completed your first training. Lovely. Can I actually go up against somebody now? Can I play against Maul like you were telling me I can? Activate your lightsaber to begin. Bzzz. Yes, ma'am. There he is. Alright, so it's Maul kind of stalking back and forth in front of me with his single-bladed lightsaber right now. and I have to basically block, I guess. Okay, so it's giving me sort of a yellow thing telling me sort of when to block. And when I do it successfully, the block shows up as green. When I do it unsuccessfully, it shows up as red. Do it successfully enough times in a row, and it's giving me an opening to attack him. Whoa! He just did like a freaking backflip. So he's coming, he's stepped back, he's coming forward. Zoom. And boom, 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 boom. Okay, sweet. I'm going to stop it here so I can kind of tell you what just happened. All right, so basically, yeah, he's going to kill me. That's fine. And why that looked like I was sitting down a lit lightsaber. So basically what's happening in that game is Maul is coming at you. He's taking a swing. Before he does something like this, it's telling you how to block that strike. It's giving you like a little yellow ghostly area where that strike can be blocked. You put your lightsaber over there fast enough and block the strike, and do that, it turns green. Do that again a couple of times, it'll stop and give you like he'll like kind of slow motion back and have like a little glowing orb. Hit the orb, and then it gives you certain directions to slash, and if you match the slashes, it does damage to him, basically. So, pretty neat, at least as far as the lightsaber duel mode goes.